You ever get that feeling that your gut is trying to tell you something, but it's speaking a language you totally don't understand? You know that rumble, that ache, that sudden complaint? It's a feeling we all know, but getting to the bottom of it can feel impossible.
A lot of the time, it just starts with something simple, right? A basic stomach ache. It's a familiar feeling for sure, but sometimes it's just the first clue in a much bigger puzzle.
Because that simple feeling can lead you to a doctor's office, and suddenly you're hearing words that sound like they're from another planet. Gastroenteritis, cholecystitis. I mean, what does any of that even mean?
Well, guess what? Today, we're going to crack that code. We are going to learn the secret language of your gut, and we're going to do it together.
But first things first. To understand the language, you've got to know the landscape. So let's take a super quick tour of your gastrointestinal tract, your GIT, and just follow where a meal goes. So your digestive system is basically this incredible, long, winding road. It kicks off in the mouth and then travels through all these specialized pit stops, where each one has a really critical job to do. This is the whole map of that journey. Okay, so after you swallow, the first major stop is the esophagus. You can think of it like a highway that connects your throat right down to your stomach. Super simple, but absolutely essential. From there, your food drops into the stomach. Now, this place is like a powerful mixing chamber. It's full of strong acids that just get to work, breaking everything down so you can actually digest it. And finally, the journey winds its way into the small and large intestines. And this right here is where the real magic happens. All those vital nutrients get absorbed, fueling your entire body. So now that we kind of know the lay of the land, we can start to figure out what it's trying to tell us when things go wrong. All right, this is where we get our hands on the official decoder ring. I know medical language seems super intimidating, but it's actually really, really logical once you see how it all fits together.
The trick is to stop thinking of these as single, scary words. Instead, think of them like building blocks. You've got a root word that's the main subject, like an organ, and then you just add other little parts to describe what's happening to it.
Let's start with the most important blocks, the root words for the gut. These are basically the nouns. Gastro/O, that means stomach. Entero/O is for the intestine. Hepato/O is the liver. Colo is your colon. And cholecysto, I know, a bit of a mouthful, that's the gallbladder. If you can get these down, you are already halfway there. Seriously. Now, let's add some action words or suffixes. You're going to see itis all the time. It just means inflammation. Pathy means disease. Algia means pain. And riet just means a flow or discharge. See? You're already starting to build a vocabulary. So, how does this actually help us in the real world? Well, let's put our new decoder to the test with a few of those intimidating medical terms and see just how simple they really are. Okay, first one up. Gastroenteritis. Sounds complicated, right? But we've got the tools now. Let's just break it down, piece by piece. So let's pull it apart. We see gastro/O, boom, that's stomach. Then entero, yep, intestine. And it ends with our new friend itis, which means inflammation. So you just stick it all together. Gastroenteritis is simply an inflammation of the stomach and the intestines. You probably just know it as the dreaded stomach flu. Not so mysterious now, is it? Feeling good? Let's try another one that you hear a lot. Cholecystitis. Take a second. What do you think this one means? Okay, let's see how you did. The root word is cholecyst/O, which we know is the gallbladder. And at the end, there's itis again, meaning inflammation. So cholecystitis is nothing more than an inflammation of the gallbladder, this little organ right here. This can happen when gallstones block the tube leading out of it. By just decoding the word, we can figure out the exact problem and the exact location. It's pretty cool. Okay, so understanding the name of the problem is a huge first step. Next, let's see how this language is used to actually find and fix the issue. How we get from a diagnosis to a treatment. Here are two more really powerful suffixes. When you see scopy, it means to look, like a colonoscopy, which is a visual exam. But when you see ectomy, that means to remove, like an appendectomy, which is surgery. So one is for looking, the other is for taking out. That's a pretty crucial difference. And once that diagnosis is made, this language helps us understand the treatment. Whether it's antacids to calm down stomach acid, antispasmodics to stop those painful muscle cramps, or laxatives to get things moving again, each solution is basically named for the specific problem it's designed to solve. When it comes right down to it, It's all about this. These aren't just complicated words, they're tools. Understanding the language your body speaks is the absolute first step to understanding and really taking control of your own health. So the next time you hear one of these big, complex terms, don't get intimidated. You have the decoder ring now. The only question left is, what's your gut trying to tell you?